My name is Vitaly and I am in CS-499 computer class. Today I will be doing my Milestone 1 code review assignment. This project or artifact I have created in my IT 270 website design class. I will be using this artifact for my CS-499 final project. I will be enhancing in all three categories: software engineering and design, algorithm and data structures, and databases. Looking at the code, I can see that it is correctly implemented, design, and it is within the coding standards. However, I see that the documentation is missing within the code. It is missing all the comments throughout the code on every page. Taking many different classes throughout my computer science degree, I know that every code should have comments for every block or section of the code. We do not need to comment on every other line, but we do need to comment on each block of the code and explain what it does to the program or website in our case. From looking at the code, I do not see any unneeded or unreachable code sections or leftovers from the test routines. Since we are using HTML and each page has its own code file, we can see it right here, we must reuse some parts of the code and libraries. We can see that the storage is efficient because files and images separated from code in separate folders. And we can see that all right here. Let's go back to the index page, and it has its own image folder. So it helps to organize a database for this website. Software design or engineering of this website code is efficient and organized. And going through the code, we can see that we have a header, and then we have body, and in this body we have our font and text size with the title, my navigating buttons, this this welcome message that shows up on the top of the page, and then my pictures and description underneath them, and then my table that I created at the bottom. And to show you that, I will show you my actual website that I built right here. My title, my navigating buttons, welcome message, images, some text underneath it and on the side, and then my table. So this will help you to understand what I'm talking about when I'm going through my code. And since this is a design category, to enhance this category, I would add more details to my page. And those details would be, I would add my navigation buttons, and I will create them to stand out more. I will reshape them and update the color a little bit to make it easier to stand out to a viewer and user. I will use my format for my text. I will use proper format. I can use and add back button so it will help viewer to go between pages, and it'll make him to go back on the previous page that they viewed. And I can add search button, and then for my pictures I can add alternative tags that I started already. right here, alternative tags, and I can add, definitely I can add more comments throughout my code for each page. That will be my enhancement for this category. And designing my page in this way will make it more attractive to the user, and it will show my design skills that I have learned throughout my computer science degree. Going back to the code and analyzing the algorithm and data structure, we can see how each page is set up in a tree scheme. One page and one main page is going to be this index HTML, and others are branching off from each other. And we can go through the navigating buttons. It shows which page is active when we click each navigating button. If we'll click right now, we have active page index.html, that's our home page. And if we click on small items, it will pull up this page, and now our small items HTML is active, and so on. Like for large items, it's gonna be it'll pull up large items.html. Now this page is active. So to enhance algorithm and data structure category, I would like to use what I have learned in my computer science 310 collaboration and team project. We have built a jukebox and make it work properly. When you click on one song, it'll play that, and then when you click on a different song, it plays a different song. So it's kind of a same idea for the website. So each click on on each navigating button will pull up a certain link and a certain page. In my computer science 320 class, I have learned how to run and test the code. I will use that knowledge to enhance my HTML code and add few more things to my data structure. And I can write my code and I can test it as I go. My enhancement plan for this category is to add PHP language and use it along with my HTML. I will use conditional statement on my contact us.html to with the if statements it to validate email format, and it will confirm if it's a valid format or not with the if statement. And conditional statement is part of the algorithm that we're gonna use to enhance, because HTML don't really use algorithm, so I have to use another language along with my HTML, and I chose to use my PHP. Reviewing my code in a database category, we can see how the code itself has been used in database with images to pull up and upload on a website. And we can see it right here that it pulls up a database, this image folder, and then it pulls up each different picture and it loads on the website. We can see how images have their own folder, and it makes it easier for the code to locate them. Looking through the code, developer can see exactly where those pictures are at. However, we see that the images were used in JPEG, and it takes more space and time to load them. Throughout my computer science degree, I have learned that we need to use proper format, and that way we can keep same quality but less space, less memory. By selecting the right format for our pictures, it will make our website to load and perform better. Because uploading big size content will only slow down the performance of our database. A properly managed database makes the code in general to be faster, efficient, and more productive. To enhance my database performance, I would like to optimize my data and update some of my images and videos background as well to proper format to keep the quality of the file and be able to use less memory. Along with that, I plan to use HTML form with PHP to store subscribers info and store it in a text file on under contact us HTML. I will create a form that will let user to input their name, email, and subscribe, and whenever he inputs that, it will upload and save all the input data into a text file. For security, I would like to use encrypted password field, so whenever user is typing in their password, people around them won't be able to see their password. It will be encrypted. Another thing I will do to enhance my security of my website, I would like to encrypt one of my pages all the way. The, the whole page gonna be encrypted. I'm gonna do only one page just to show the encryption, because I'm not gonna be doing for all of the pages, because then we won't be able to read the code. As well, I would like, I already added the copyright section at the bottom of my page. That that was my first step in the security, and I can show it to you in the website that I currently have right here. Okay, and that includes and completes my code review for my CS499 final project.